Dan Simmons, and we're at Talganna, which is 60 k's northwest of West Wyalong. It's about 1,700 acres, and I have another place, Presses, about 5 k's from West Wyalong. I bought them with the aim for it to become an Aussie white dorper operation, and I purchased them from CO2 Australia, who had bought the properties from landholders before, and they were run as grazing and farming blocks. CO2 Australia put the trees on them, as you'd see, in rows. I have cattle on adjustment here as well as the sheep. From what I needed at the time, it was what I could afford, and it worked for me. When I was looking for a property to buy, no, I wasn't looking for this setup in particular. I wanted to run a certain amount of Aussie white or meat sheep. It just worked for me as far as the figures go. The advantages, I suppose, was that I could get back into property at the price, but the disadvantages, I did pay up front for it because I could not find anyone that had actually loaned the money at the time. If we're going to go down this part of carbon trading and whatever for the landholders, their land's got to have some value so that a bank will assist or help out. If I was designing the property, I definitely would have tree spacings further apart, because riding through them or on a four-wheeler, if you just had that extra metre, it would be so much easier with mustering and everything. I think you could probably double up your laneways or your paddocks and put more of the trees together. Even if they put all the trees together in the middle of the paddock, and so you're farming around the outside of them, things like that. Even if here they had sacrificed just two paddocks and put them all there and left the other 6 to be used for grazing, I think that probably would have been a lot better idea. But apart from that, there's no giant hassles, apart from, certainly at the moment, when I come through the trees, you want to be covered up around the face because you get hit quite well. Depending on where your geography is, put it on your worst soil, more or less. These things will grow on anything, so you might as well put them on that. You'll see where I've ripped the trees and I've gone down about probably that far into the ground, and maybe I've got to go that far next time. But all it's done is stop the tree roots coming out into the productive land. The roots themselves, the way I understand it, is they're going down mainly to find the moisture. Certainly in the droughts of 2018, 19, 20, we certainly lost trees. They died. They just died. And if it had been another probably year, I think we would have lost the majority of these trees. One of the benefits as far as the cattle and sheep that I have found is, certainly in summer, I've got good shade areas for the sheep. And when you hit those 50 to 52 degree days, they'll go to their water, they'll come back and camp, feed and camp. They'll be camped by 9 or 10 o'clock. As far as lambing, I lose bugger all lambs to eagles. The lambing rate's like as high as it can be, pretty much. Yeah, I do believe that we've got to do something, and I just hope to be part of the solution, not the problem, I suppose. And maybe I even put more trees on here. I don't know. If there was an offer there and if it was profitable to just put trees over the whole place, that'd be an option. Yeah, it certainly works for me as far as the blocks of land and the lifestyle I like.